Hello, darkness, my old friend. You've come to talk with me again. Sens lose 5-2 to the Florida Panthers. And just like that, the home winning streak is over, and the overall winning streak is over. This team, man, it's like an abusive relationship. Tuesday happens, everything's awesome. I wake up Wednesday, and I feel great. Then last night happens, I wake up today, and I just feel miserable. You feel good, then you feel bad. Then you feel good, then you feel bad. It's up and down with this team. Can I not just be happy for a while? No, God forbid. Putting your fans through emotional turmoil is a way better option. Said no one ever. Let's just get into lineup changes. The Sens made 2 changes to their winning lineup over the Blues on Tuesday. One of those changes saw Cody Ceci return to the lineup after he missed the last 3 games with injury. And the other change came in goal, where Anders Nilsson got the start. But it didn't take the Sens long to find out maybe they should have kept the lineup the same. Because we didn't even get a minute in, and the Panthers already took the lead. 30 seconds into period 1, the Sens failed to clear the puck out of their own zone twice. Barkov picks it up at the blue line, skates down the wall, drops it to Yandel, who goes back to Barkov in the middle. He fires a shot on goal, Dadonov tips it by Nilsson, and the Panthers lead 1-0. What a way to start. Man, this team drives me nuts. How on earth do you start a hockey game like that? Oh, we're going to lose puck battles, and turn the puck over, and not cover guys in front of the net. What a great idea, what a great start, and welcome to a deficit. They remind me of another red group that operates out of Ottawa. Deficit, deficit, deficit. Thankfully, the Sens got their legs under them a bit after that, and actually managed to tie the game. Then 12:59 into the first period, Colin White picks up the puck in his own zone, races all the way down the ice, dangles by Aaron Ekblad, fires a shot bar down by Roberto Luongo, and just like that, we're tied at 1. Did he just do that? What an unbelievable goal from White. I mean, for a young kid to do something like that is just incredible. But this goal doesn't happen without 2 very subtle plays. The first came in the Sens' own zone, where Brian Gibbons ran a subtle pick on a Panthers player, allowing White to get the puck out of his own zone. If Gibbons doesn't run that accidental pick, White doesn't even get the puck out of his own end. Gibbons' pick tied up Vetrano just enough that White was able to blow by him and have the space he needed to get into the neutral zone. Then as he moved through the neutral zone, White got into the Panthers zone and made a little deke on Ekblad. And as Ekblad went to poke the puck away, White quickly knocked his stick out of the way, then picked it back up, blew by him, and fired it bar down. If not for Gibbons' pick, and then White's subtle little knock Ekblad's stick out of the way, and then pick up the puck, he doesn't get that goal. Those 2 little subtle plays were huge on that goal, and a big reason why it happened. As I say though, what an incredible goal. The Sens haven't had a whole lot of reasons to be excited about highlight reel plays this season, other than maybe the Duchesne bat out of midair, so to be able to get that goal late in the season when things aren't going great was really nice to have. That goal seemed to give the Sens a little bit of life, as they pushed back in a big way against the Panthers, but couldn't find the back of the net, and neither did Florida, as we got to the end of the first period, tied at 1. But then early in period 2, another early goal puts the Sens on the back foot again. They managed to get out of the first minute this time, but 2.5 minutes into the second period, the Panthers are dominating in the Sens zone. Hunt has the puck, wheels behind the Sens net, throws it to the point to Cheyenne. He fires a shot on goal. It's stopped. Brouwer picks up the rebound, shovels it by Nilsson, and the Panthers lead 2-1. But before I can get too angry about the goal, the Panthers give me a reason to be real angry about the goal. The Panthers move into the zone, the Sens forget about the middle of the ice, Barkov feeds Huberdeau, who's wide open in front, he dekes out Nilsson, puts it in the empty net, and the Panthers lead 3-1. Goals not even 4 minutes apart, and just like that, we go from a 1-1 tie to a 3-1 Panthers lead. And just like that, 2 Sens defensive breakdowns end up in the back of their net. What A shock. Then with a few minutes left in the second, things nearly go from bad to just plain awful. Then with under 6 minutes left in the period, the Sens have the power play, and the Panthers race back the other way 2-on-1. Malgin feeds Huberdeau. He makes virtually the same move he did to score his last goal, fires the puck towards the empty net, except this time, Nilsson snaps the glove, says, "Not today!" gloves it down, and keeps the Sens down just 3-1. Thank goodness for Nilsson. What a dud of a power play. Thankfully, the Sens get out of that mess of a period just down by 2, and we head to the third with the Panthers in front 3-1. And then after giving up early goals in the first and second period, the Sens get the revenge and get an early one in the third. 3 minutes into period 3, Tkachuk and Gibbons race in 2-on-3. Tkachuk feeds Gibbons, who goes back into the middle to Tkachuk. He pokes the puck forward. It goes over Luongo, who can't quite grab it. It trickles over the goal line, and the Panthers' lead is cut to 3-2. With the goal, Tkachuk becomes the first Sen to hit 20 goals this year and ties the Ottawa Senators franchise record for goals by a teenager. Ironically enough, that tie is with the biggest bust in Senators draft history, Alexander Daigle. And now, with about 17 minutes left in period 3, the Sens are in it. The Sens try desperately to tie the game, can't, and in the final couple minutes, the silver platter comes out. The Sens pull their goalie, Dryden Hunt picks up an errant pass in his own zone, fires it down the ice, hits the empty net, and with 1:28 left in the third period, the Panthers' lead is 4-2. But despite completely blowing the game with the empty net goal, the Sens don't learn their lesson and give up another one. White turns it over behind his own net. Dadonov feeds it in front to Huberdeau. He fires it in the empty net. The Panthers lead 5-2. 2? Really? Really? 2 empty net goals. Because the last one came in the final few seconds. At least the Panthers don't score again. And the game ends only 5-2. Let's just get into good news, bad news. I don't do this very often. But last night's good news was a specific player, as Brady Tkachuk absolutely dominated the game last night, despite the Sens not winning, and that is the good news. Brady Tkachuk was a beast last night. He got his 20th goal this season to become the only Sens player to hit 20 goals so far. He tied the Senators franchise record for goals by a teenager. He tied the Sens franchise record for shots on goal in a single game with 12. Yeah, you heard that right. 12 shots on goal last night from Brady. He had approximately 20 shot attempts, too. I mean, what a night for the teenager. 1 goal, 12 shots, 3 hits, 1 block shot. Can't get better than that. Brady absolutely beasted and feasted on the Panthers last night, despite the Sens losing and him only scoring 1 goal, and that is the good news. Now, for the bad news. They just plain and simply weren't committed enough last night, and that is the bad news. Lost puck battles on the first goal and the second. Blown assignment on the third. No commitment on an almost goal in the second period. Giveaway on the fourth. Turnover on the fifth. The Sens just plain and simply didn't do anything good enough to win the game last night, and that is the bad news. Next up, the Sens return to action on Saturday when they welcome the Toronto Maple Leafs. That contest will be the 4th and final meeting of the season between the two teams, with the Sens currently holding a 2-1 edge in head-to-head play. The Sens won 5-3 in Toronto in their second game of the season, and then picked up a 6-2 win over the Leafs at home 2 weeks ago. Meanwhile, the Leafs' lone win came 5-4 in Toronto in early February. While head-to-head play has been close, overall play over the whole season hasn't been close at all. The Sens currently sit last in the NHL standings, while the Leafs are 5th, 30 points ahead of Ottawa. While it hasn't been very close between the two teams over the course of the full season, it has been close over the last month, as the Leafs posted a record of 6-4-3 so far in March for 15 points in 13 games, while the Sens have been 5-7-1 for 11 points in 13 games. Over the last couple weeks, though, it's been an even bigger struggle for the Leafs, as they have just 3 wins in their last 9 games. Hopefully they can continue to struggle, and hopefully the Sens can channel the same effort they had 2 weeks ago. A win over the Leafs would be amazing. See you Saturday night.